let's reel it in for a second here. Do you think Calvin Ridley's suspension was fair? A whole year.
I don't know, dude. That's kind of a weird subject, really. But I listened to what Pat McCaffrey said. They literally talk about betting on sports as the minute you get into the locker room. There's like, don't do it, don't do it. Respect the shield, respect the shield. The 13 games receiving, almost 5 yards receiving. The integrity of the game. They literally beat that into your head the minute you step into an NFL locker room. And he was just like, yeah, $1,500 on the Falcons in a parlay. Why not? And ended up winning that game too.
I think if they can prove he bet on the Falcons to win, it shouldn't be that bad. Because at least he wasn't going out there saying,
well, it was a parlay.
I know the Falcons are going to be dog shit.
He wasn't just betting on the Falcons to lose or win. It was a parlay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, cut his suspension in half if every one of them had the Falcons winning.
His suspension he's going to appeal it, and nothing's going to happen of it. This is setting an example.
According to his Twitter, it doesn't sound like he's going to appeal it. He's going to rest the whole season.
Well, good. I think he's done. Like, I don't think Calvin Ridley will ever be relevant in the NFL again after that.
What?
It's kind of like Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon, after all his shit, never relevant again. Like people get excited about Josh Gordon re-signing with the Chiefs, signing with the Patriots, but it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, you got to take the money lines.
Yeah, money lines.
Yeah, even Katie understood the gravity of it when I was like, well, he could have bet under. He could have bet so much money under Matt Ryan, even playing or not playing. Like, still, like, I'm not going to catch this ball this time. And I don't know. Do you think?
I want to know how he got caught.
Just the app he was using in Florida, it wasn't legal. So, like, it was monitored by the NFL.
Yeah.
Or it was monitored by a security system that works for the NFL, or they do something. Yeah, there's a story on it. I didn't read it all because I really don't give a fuck about Calvin Ridley betting $1,500.
Right.
I mean, it was terrible odds for him because he bet $1,500, got caught, and now he loses $11 million. So, terrible odds for old Calvin Ridley there.
It's a bigger gamble than old Three Finger Dave, if you know what I mean. Sorry. Inside joke between us, but yeah. It happens, though. It happens.
I think this is
Logan Rotramo roasting the hairline.
I know, man. Dude, what hairline? I don't understand.
Yeah, dude.
There's no roasting.
The strap is not doing you justice here.
I like the strap, though, dude. AFC least. Shame.
Yep. I don't know, dude. Calvin Ridley's suspension it's one of those things we've never seen it, so it's odd to us, right? It's like the only other example is like Pete Rose.
So there's been a couple other. There was a list of like 5 players in the last like 50 years that have been suspended for gambling. I don't know.
Like none over like 5 games though, or 4 games at that fact.
But it's like you can literally beat a woman, beat your child,
and get less. Yeah, that.
And get way less than betting $1,500 on a game.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, Josh Gordon didn't play in the NFL for 6 seasons because he couldn't fucking get off the weed. And Calvin Ridley throws $15 on a parlay and he's out for a whole season. Like, that's just wild, dude. It's like Adrian Peterson beat the shit out of his kid and only had to miss like 6-8 games. Ray Rice beat the shit out of a chick on an elevator and only had to miss 2. Henry Ruggs killed a dude, and he still has yet to receive a suspension. It's like, what is the NFL doing? I understand, and
okay, but he's not getting back in the NFL.
Yeah, he's not getting back in. But what's the NFL's thought process here? Like, they had to make an example out of somebody, right? But $1,500. If he was betting millions, I could see it. But it's $1,500, dude. That's a fucking.
I mean, what was his username on that bitch? I am Calvin Ridley or something?
I am Calvin Ridley at Atlanta Falcons wide receiver.
No, that wasn't. There's no way.
It's like,
no, it wasn't. But I'm saying, what was this shit? Like, he's got a fiance. He didn't put it under her name, knowing that he can't bet, or
yeah, he could have had. Well, if you're, I'm not certain on this, but if you're family members of an NFL player, you can't bet on games.
No, nobody's Rob Manfraud, dude. Fuck Rob Manfraud, that son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
Rod Manfraud is ruining baseball. We'll get to that. Goodell is almost Rob Manfred. I don't know. Goodell's got a lot. He's done a lot of good shit for the NFL here. No, it's Calvin Ridley from the Falcons. I'm just thinking maybe his username's like Titty Pusher 43. Like, I don't know, something weird. Big Baller 23.
There's no way that was his name. There's no way. I want to see it. I want to see a real report on that.
He must have thought like, "Oh, I'm not playing, so maybe I can bet." All right, so if you're in the chat, let us know what you think Calvin Ridley's username was, because this shit's hilarious.
It is. I mean,
it's not Calvin Ridley. Like, don't look my way. Oh, but moving on. Mike Williams for the Chargers got a new deal. 4 years, $60 million. Pretty good deal for a wide receiver. Like that's a kind of a fair deal for a wide receiver of his talent. I just don't know if he's the guy for them. Like, yeah, he's a good secondary option to Keenan Allen, but it's like, man, knowing that Amari Cooper is potentially going to be on the market, you go and pay Mike Williams, like.
Yeah, Keenan Allen's get some age on him. Mike Williams is really good for you, though. And the Chargers fans like Mike Williams. I'm sure he's a great locker room guy.
So
give him his money.
28, 29.
That's getting old for a receiver, dude. You got to face that fact. I mean, 29, 30 is like.
No, people are playing longer. Like, I bet we're going to see wide receivers playing well into 35 years old now. Whereas you were a wide receiver, the minute you hit 30, you were dead back in the day. But players are playing a lot longer.
It's just the advancements in health and safety and training. And as long as you don't have one of those like killer injuries, like you can play, and there's always going to be some kind of offense for you. I think, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't think it's like an end all be all type of thing. You're done, but
yeah, the Mike Williams deal with Amari Cooper being on the market kind of was just like they could have franchised him and then maybe did a trade with Dallas if they're looking for trades. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. If Amari Cooper was available for via trade and we had Mike Williams, I'd franchise tag and then ship Mike Williams over there and maybe a second rounder, because I think that'd be a pretty decent deal. Maybe another player.
Trevor
over there. Dude. Bring him back.
Yeah, I mean, just pay Mike Williams. He's decent. He's like just meh. Chargers are meh. You know, they got Herbert. We'll see. Nick Lamb. Let them gamble. Nick Lamb says just let them all gamble. You can't let the active players gamble.
Yeah, they'll throw games.
Yeah, dude, you can't let the general. So Pete Rose's situation was fucked, right? He was a general manager purposely throwing games to win money. So I don't know. Calvin Ridley wasn't even playing though. That's what I don't. I guess to me, $1,500 isn't like a fucking full length suspension, but I mean, dude, I could probably shit out $1,500.
Oh, well, rich guy here. I know. But look, it's like you said, it's an example thing. He's the first one to get caught. They're gonna say we haven't had to deal with this since 2019 or 2018, I believe it was.
Someone said
don't fucking gamble. They're just gonna say don't fucking gamble, or you're gonna lose your your entire year's paycheck.
Who got caught then? Do you know?
Josh Shaw. Dexter said it in the chat earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw. I didn't know what that was. I guess
some no name though. You know what I mean?
Okay, Calvin Ridley, number one wide receiver, like was looked at as a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. Just pretty much shit a year of his NFL life down the drain.
he fucking
all because he wanted to gamble $1,500, dude.
That did not pay out, by the way, Jacob. He got fucked.
Yeah, dude. So he lost money on the bet too. So